Assalamu alaikum dear students. How are you all? I hope you are well and you are doing your studies well at home. May God save us all. Start doing our today's lesson, which is of exercise 3B, question number 6. First 5 questions we had already done in our first video. Now let's start our next question, which is question number 6. Write each of the following numbers as the sum of twin primes. I had already explained you about the twin prime. Twin prime numbers are that prime numbers in which in between both of them numbers they have only one even number. So you have to find any two prime numbers which are twin primes, and when we add that two numbers our answer will be that part 1 24. Find that two numbers here. I have done that question number part 1 of question number 6 here for you. It is, look here, question number 6 part 1 is 24. So here is 11 and 31. These two numbers are twin primes, and when we add that two numbers our answer will be 24. Same like this, do question number 2 and question number 3. Question number 2 is 120 and part 3 is 144. Do it by yourself. Find any twin prime numbers. The sum of these two twin prime numbers are 120 and 144. Now move on for next question. Write 5 consecutive composite numbers below 30. Consecutive numbers means they lies together in our counting. So below 30, it means that we have to read the backward counting below 30. Look here in the board for the look here for this. I solve it here for you. When we start counting backward from 30, it is 29, which is a prime number. It is not a composite number, so leave that 29. Move back, it is 28. It is a composite number, yes. Then 27, 26, 25 and 24. That's it. These all are the 5 consecutive numbers just below 30. This is the answer of our question number 7. Now move on for question number 8. Write 7 consecutive composite numbers just below 100. Now you have to read backward counting from 100 and you easily find the 7 consecutive composite numbers. Backward counting from 100 is 99 is a composite number, then 98, then 97, 96, 95, 94 and 93, 92, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. They are 8 numbers. See, it means that below 100 we have consecutive 7 and 8 numbers. It is the answer of question number 8. Now move on for question number 9. It is very interesting question. Find an odd number the reflection of which is even. Reflection means there is an odd number. When we see that odd number in mirror, its reflection will be even. So what is that number? The answer for this question number 9 I'm going to write here. That odd number is 81. Whenever we saw that 81 in mirror, its reflection will be even, which is 18. Try this by yourself. Write 81 on any page and just see its reflection in the mirror. You find that its reflection in the mirror is 18, which is even. This is the answer of our question number 9. Now move on to question number 10. Find an even number the reflection of which is even. Now we have to find an even number, its reflection is also even in the mirror. So this even number is 88, because 8 looks like the same from both sides. This number is 88, because when we see that 88, this is an even number. When we see this number in mirror, it is again even. It remain the even as well. Now move on for question number 11. There is an odd number the double reflection of which turns it even, and an even number the reflection of which turns it odd. It means there are only two numbers, one is even and one is odd. Its reflection is, when we see it in the mirror, the even turns into odd and odd turns into even. we have to find that two numbers. So from 1 to 10, it's very easy to find that. Look here very carefully. The number 9 is odd number, and when we see its reflection in the mirror, it becomes like this, 6. It is an odd number, and when we see its reflection in mirror, it will turn into 6, and it becomes even number. So these are the two numbers. When we see that numbers in mirror, their reflection, even numbers reflects into odd number and odd number reflects into even number. That's how you can solve that 6 questions very easily. Your video task has been finished now. This is my last video from 15th May. It's your summer vacations, and you have to complete all your book work and loose sheet work during June. All that video task from these three chapters you have to complete on loose sheets. And there is some summer task for you as well. You have 7 exercises in your whole chapter. In your whole these 3 chapters you have 7 exercises, and I had given you only one question from each exercise to solve as a summer task. Do it as a revision. You are not supposed to look at the answer from the book and solve it. Just do it verbally. Write question from the book, then close all the book and do it verbally. The summer task which I had given you, it is for your revision. And also you have to learn all the definitions which are being marked in your these 3 chapters. All the marked definitions which are being in your these 3 chapters. And also you have to learn that multiple choice question. This is the chapter 3 multiple choice question number 3, which is on page number 43. You have to solve it, and you have to learn all that question 1, question 2 and question 3 multiple choice questions from your book. All that 3 questions are at the end of your all chapters. Chapter 1, question 1 is at the end of chapter 1. Question 2 is at the end of question chapter 2, and multiple choice question 3 is at the end of chapter 3. You have to learn that as a summer task. And also you have to complete all that book work and loose sheet work during June, because 1st July would be the submission date for all the work given through videos on loose sheets. And also complete your summer task till 1st July. I wish you to safe return to school whenever government announce. I wish to see you all in school in safe way. So to take care of yourself and be safe and healthy in your homes. Allah Hafiz.